What's up here, guys? Jigsaw0097 here today. Sorry, steady this camera. I'm just making a video for the new Alien Covenant trailer that came out yesterday. Sorry, I'm a little bit late on this. I had a lot of family stuff and I wasn't able to actually watch the trailer until late last night. But I was going to do a reaction video, but I just decided I'm going to give some analysis on the trailer. If you guys haven't watched the trailer yet, I suggest you go watch it first. It's called Alien Covenant Red Band trailer, so it is an unedited trailer. Just so you guys know, there's some gore in there, there's some swearing, so you've been warned on that. But anyway, go watch that and then come back and watch this video so I can kind of discuss what goes down. So the trailer starts out and we don't know any of the names of the crew yet of the Covenant, but this lady is running down the hall. There's like some blood on the floor when you look at the beginning of the trailer, suggesting that something went down beforehand. But she gets to the door and there's already this black woman. She's locked in the room already with this dude that something's coming out of his back, guys. I mean, he looks like he's already infected, and I did read some previous notes before saying there's going to be back bursters, throat bursters. The aliens are going to be coming out of all sorts of places in this one, guys, and they're actually not called xenomorphs from what I've been told. They're called neomorphs. So that's kind of like the new xenomorph is what they're basically saying. So this is very interesting. I mean, the trailer starts off with that. It shows it like tearing through his spine, bones breaking, blood coming out. It's pretty gruesome. And then it just kind of goes on from there. And I'm gonna just kind of finish. Sorry about that, guys. The video kind of cut out, so I'll just put this together. But anyway, after we see that scene, it goes to David. Now, I know Michael Fassbender, he's actually playing two androids in this movie, from what I understand. If you look on the IMDb page, it actually says he's playing David and Walter. So, if this is like Alien vs. Predator, how they kind of showed how Mr. Yutani was, Mr. Wayland was, he was like the original version of the Bishop android. Maybe that's what they're doing in this, where Walter is the real version of this person and David is like the android clone of him. Or maybe they're just both androids. I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyway, he's playing two characters. Some people have gotten confused with the trailer because they're saying, well, why is David here and then he's here? It's not David. There's two different androids. There's one that comes with the Covenant, it looks like. And then, of course, the planet they land on in this trailer, it looks like it's the same planet. I think it was LV-223 was what the moon was called in Prometheus. I think it's the same place. I'm not 100% sure though. Shaw is not in the trailer, so we don't really know what happened to her. Maybe she just decided to leave David on the planet. I mean, we don't really know that, but all we know is the message is that they got the distress signal and then they're going out and the sole survivor is David. It says that in one of the text notes that I read, which is hinting that Shaw might not even be in this movie. I don't know what happens to her character. She's in the like actual billing of the cast, but I don't know what role she's gonna play yet. But anyway, they show Walter. He's on the ship. He's looking out and he sees the planet. And he's kind of like in awe by it, you know, like it's a beautiful world. Obviously, these guys think that this is going to be like a paradise planet because of how it looks, but we don't know. Something that'd be really cool. This is kind of off topic, but I was thinking about this. What if the ship that they find in Alien was actually the crashed ship that Shaw and David took off, and then this is the planet from Alien 1, and it gets renamed later by the company or something to LV-426. And it becomes like this desolate like wasteland that we see it in Alien because of this like black goo stuff. That would be so cool if that's what happened. That's just kind of what I'm thinking about now, guys. I started to think about all this stuff because in the trailer they don't really show black goo, but they show the people like walking around and they step on these spores and it makes this stuff go into the air, and it shows a scene of something going inside of a guy's ear. I'm assuming that's the guy that has the back breaking out in the beginning. I guess you can just get infected by breathing in this air now, which is very interesting. It seems like the black goo from Prometheus, since it was leaked out, it was out of its containment containers. It's infected the ecosystem. It looks like it's just kind of rewriting the entire ecosystem, which they showed in Prometheus that the engineers have the capacity to do that. In the very beginning of Prometheus, when that engineer falls into the water, it shows him like rewriting the entire DNA of Earth. So I think that's definitely what's going on here, guys, is this planet is basically being mutated into this alien ecosystem, and it could eventually become what we see in the older Alien films, you know, these desolate, windswept, just wastelands, perfect for a xenomorph to live in. Obviously they can breathe in space and all that, but anyway, it shows a little bit of the crew. Danny McBride is actually a character in this movie, which I think is a very interesting casting choice, because he's normally like a funny guy, and he does not look like he's laughing in this trailer. He looks like some serious crap has gone down and he's trying to handle it. So very interesting. I really like that's something to talk about, is I really like all the actors and the actresses that they got here. They have the new female lead, I forget the actress's name. She was in the Fantastic Beasts movie. She's honestly reminding me a lot of like the Ripley character, which I always thought Shaw was like that anyway in Prometheus. I thought Shaw was great. Noomi Rapace was awesome for that role, and I hope she does show up in this movie in a really cool way. So they show that, and then they land on the planet. Like I said, they find the spores, and then there's some random scenes where they're asking them like, why are we here? We don't know what's out there. And then they go out there and they actually go into the ship. It's the alien engineer ship, which I don't know if it was already there or if this is the ship that Shaw and David crashed, but regardless, it looks like there is a facehugger egg on board, because it shows Billy Crudup, the actor who's playing, well, I don't know his character, but it looks like he gets attached with the facehugger. So the facehugger's in there, and then the movie ends with kind of a weird scene that I don't really know the context of it, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's a shower scene. It seems really out of place. These dudes are these two are basically getting freaky in the shower, and then all of a sudden, what looks to be the classic xenomorph, they show the tail go up behind her leg, and then the xenomorph just kills the dude, and like blood sprays all over. That's how the trailer ends, and it just says Alien Covenant. That scene though, like I said, I don't really know why that's in there. It seems kind of out of place. Maybe a little dumb to be in there. I don't know. A little too slasher for me, I guess. And I know Alien 1, the first movie, was actually considered like a slasher movie, but I always felt like Alien was a little bit different than that. I mean, you didn't need like the sex scenes and all that, which for the most part, Alien movies have never had any of that. So, I don't know. That's a weird scene, but we'll just see, man. Guys, I'm like really excited for this movie. I've talked before. I'm a huge Alien fan. You can see like my statues back there. Maybe I'll show them off sometime. I just love the Alien franchise as a kid. I mean, this is the film franchise that made me fall in love with movies, for one. And H.R.R. Geiger, he's the one that inspired me to be an artist. I mean, he has some of the weirdest, like creepiest artwork I've ever seen, and like perfect for the Alien. I mean, they just saw that's what's crazy, is he was doing this art even before they found him for Alien, so like he was just already ready for this. So yeah, guys, Alien Covenant looks amazing. Go check out the trailer if you haven't. Tell me what your guys' thoughts are. Are you excited for this movie? I think 2017 is going to be a much better year for films overall, considering we had a lot of pretty average films this year. So anyway, guys, this is Jigsaw 0097, and I'll talk to you guys later.